Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the podcast. Today we're in Bangkok, as mentioned probably earlier, and we're at the Human Development Foundation with John, who is an ex-military officer. Welcome to us at his office at the lunchtime. Just want to say thank you to you and spending time with us. I guess the agenda for us today to learn about the foundation, how John ended up in Thailand, and what the foundation itself doing. John, thank you for spending time with us.
No, thank you very much. It's great that you guys, found us and came. I'm very happy to be able to have the opportunity to kind of chat with you a little bit and show you around what we do.
Yep. Look, I'm glad that we spent 10 minutes prior shooting this video, and you told a little bit about yourself. You're an ex-military officer. You retired a few years back. Why you decided to come to Thailand?
Yes. Yeah. I was a 30-year Army officer in the United States. I retired in 2016 and, did what retired people are supposed to do, play golf and ride my mountain bike in Colorado and all that stuff. And then I just kind of got bored and thought, there's got to be something a little more meaningful in life than just playing for, the next 30 years. So I had actually been posted here in Bangkok about 20 years ago. So I speak the language. I was familiar with Thailand. And during COVID, as I was looking around what I could do with the rest of my life, I'd remembered hearing about Father Joe's orphanage, was the words that came to my mind. So I did a quick Google search on that, and I found the Mercy Center.
Yeah.
Emailed Father Joe during COVID and said, "Hey, do you guys need any help?" He says, "Yeah, come on over." So in September of 22, when COVID was over and you were able to come back into Thailand, I came here on a 90-day volunteer visa.
Yep.
And I hadn't been here more than just a few weeks, and I said, "Yeah, this is what I want to do."
What is so different at Mercy Center? Then again, you could have chosen any other orphanages.
I could, yes. I had remembered hearing about this when I was posted here before, so that was my initial look. But when I came here, I'm just walking around. I'd been here for a few weeks. I saw the kids that live with us in the orphanage. I saw the children that go to our preschools. We have 17 kindergarten schools with about 1,000 children in our schools. I saw what we were doing for them, what the Mercy Center does for them. I was walking around the slum areas in this area, and I saw what life was like without the Mercy Center. And quite frankly, what really hit me was I thought, if the Mercy Center was not here, what would these kids be doing?
Yeah.
And that just kind of made me say, this is what I want to do. So I stayed here for my 90-day volunteer visa. And then when that was over, I went back to the United States, basically donated everything I owned, and then moved back over here, and I'm a full-time volunteer now. So.
Yeah, wow. Can you share with us how the life actually looks for the child who comes through the doors of this foundation? Just briefly again, you helping them with the preschool, then they go to school. And then, let's say, when they're 20, do you sign them off and off they go? Or there are any other programs which they can undertake? And for example, university, colleges, or there are no programs as such?
Yeah, so we have two primary missions here. One is our kindergartens, our Mercy kindergartens.
Yep.
And we have, as I mentioned, we have 17 kindergartens with about 1,000 children that go to our kindergartens. And that's 3 levels of kindergarten, K1, 2, 3, about age 3, 4, 5. And then when they graduate from our kindergartens, they will go off to their government first grade at 6 years old, which is when the government schools start. And those children just live in the communities. They're not necessarily orphans. They live with their families, but they simply go to our kindergartens. Mm-hmm. And our kindergartens really are there as a way to sort of boost them into the education system, to help give them a start for their education. Our other primary mission are the Mercy homes, which I guess you could call them orphanages, but our Mercy homes. And those are children who live with us full time. We take care of all their needs. They're just part of our family. We have currently 82 children here. Our youngest is 2 years old, up to 20 years old. And they come to us from a variety of reasons. Probably only about half of them are true orphans, meaning they have no parents, they have no other family. About the other half are their parents may be in jail, their parents may be on drugs to where they can't take care of them. I'd mentioned, and we chatted earlier, about a family where the parents had split.
Yeah.
The 3 children were living with their father. Their father was arrested for selling drugs and went to jail for a long time. The Thai social services took those 3 children they found their mother, and their mother said, well, I've got a new boyfriend now. We're starting our new family. I don't want my old children. You just keep them. So the Thai social services brought them to us and said, will you take these children? And we said, of course we will. So that's a lot of it. We've had mothers, about 3 months ago, we had a mother come here with a young 5-year-old. She said, I'm HIV positive. I'm very sick. I can't take care of my daughter. Wow. I want her to have a real life. Will you just take her and just take care of her? She gave her to us, and she now lives with us. And so they come for a variety of reasons, but whatever reason, we don't ask why they're coming with us. They come in and they become part of our family.
Majority of the kids who reach age of 20, do they go to colleges after universities, or they actually become just normal workforce in Thailand?
So it really varies, I mean, kids are kids. Some kids that come here, our normal progression is they're with us through high school, and when they graduate from high school, they will move on to whatever the next phase of their life is beyond the Mercy Center. Some kids are very academically inclined, and we have sponsors who help fund university. They'll fund a scholarship for them to go to university locally. Some of our kids maybe are more like vocational inclined, so they'll go to a vocational school to learn something, learn a trade, plumbing, electrical, painting, something like that. And some kids honestly just aren't really academically inclined, as some kids aren't, and so they will just go out and join the general workforce.
Okay.
But our plan as they go through, starting about 14, 15, is whether they're going to university or a vocational school or just the workforce, how do we prepare them for their life? Most of us growing up, I grew up as a middle-class American, and my parents taught me here's how you interview for a job, or here's how you set up a bank account, or rent an apartment, basic skills you need to survive when you leave home. Well, these kids don't have parents, they don't have a family that's taught them that, and that's our role. So part of our progression for our children is teaching them those basic skills they need when they are out. They leave the Mercy Center and they're going to be out, whether they're in university or just working full time. How do you survive in the real world? Just those basic concepts.
And when the kids leave the orphanage, would they come back and volunteer? Do you find they're appreciative of how much you've done?
So it's very interesting. Quite honestly, we get all kinds. We have some who go off and they're very, very successful, and they'll go work in business, and they will, we've had some very successful kids. We have several folks who are on the staff here who were Mercy kids before. I have one lady who works for me here, and she was a Mercy kid. Graduated from high school, went out, got a year of education after that, and decided to come back to the Mercy Center, and she's now full-time staff here.
Wow.
And we have several who come back, and they could quite frankly probably make more money if they were working in business, but they've said, the Mercy, you took me in when I was 5 years old, you gave me everything in my life, and I want to come back and work back here.
Do you believe you operate as one big family?
Absolutely. We're part of the community. Father Joe came here in 1972. We first started in Klong Turi, so we've been here, 53 years. We're part of the community. There have been obviously in that time, several generations of kids have come through us. And I would definitely say we're a family. We have our teachers. A lot of the teachers we have in our kindergartens were Mercy kids who had graduated, gone on to get their teaching degree, and came back and taught and teach now in our Mercy kindergartens. So it's very much it's very much a family.
Yeah, Father Joseph did an amazing job starting this foundation, and again, 53 years later, it's became an institution. And I would like to say thank you to John, and thank you to the audience. I hope all of you will be able to support this an amazing foundation. And let's see how this foundation can grow. And maybe in a couple of years, we can hear different numbers from you. Thank you, John.
Thank you very much. Appreciate your time.
Thank you.